What's up bros, it's time for Smash. So as you know, last episode the audio got corrupted, so I cut actually the last two videos way shorter just to show you the most important stuff, and I'm talking over it of course. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, this is what we have to deal with. And to be honest, the last segment of the game is like very long and isn't that interesting in my opinion. So as you can see now, we're doing the Ganon battle. It was quite easy because we are playing on speedrun mode. It's not on very easy, we call it speedrun mode. And of course he's like, oh, laser and stuff. But that doesn't matter because we have the power of jumping. I have no clue. Oh, there he is. I was thinking what was gonna happen anyway. So I skipped like the top half of this sacred realm because that's actually the least important one. To be honest, it's just battling until you get to Ganon, and that's it. You get a Triforce of Power, and then, or the Part of Power, and then you complete the Triforce and you get this boss battle. So now we have completed two parts of this triangle, or the Dark Realm, so we only need to complete the Mysterious Realm. To be honest, the Mysterious Realm is like the least interesting one of them all, so it's very funny. So the least things of the game, or the least interesting things of the game, are at the end. That's strange, but anyway. Anyway, it was still epic to do, but it keeps on dragging on. They did something new, so you will see it in just one moment once we are out of this realm. Yeah, like here. So it's a quiz-like. So this mysterious dimension was just all over the place, and they give you questions, and then you decide, yeah, where do I need to go next? Like for example, which group hails from Inkopolis? So of course I know it's Off the Hook, so I go to Off the Hook. I showed I showed them the other ones as well, because which one should it be? But to be honest, if the audio got corrupted, why don't I just go to the basics, I guess, of the things you really want to see. So this is fun battle. You have the Squid Sisters. You can't hear them, but you can see them. Yeah. And then they got defeated. Nice. So I'm not sure which music I'm gonna put in the background. I think mostly of Smash, but yeah, something like that. So after some quizzes and a long time of exploring, we find the final boss. Well, the boss of this realm, or this challenge. So we are gonna try to beat him. I'm not sure from which game he even is the final boss, or this boss, but okay, it's all right. We'll deal with him. So the first thing I'm thinking of is Kirby. I'm not sure. It's like that innocent eyes of him, sort of. Mr. Marks, no clue from which series you are, but with Snake it shouldn't be a problem to beat him. We have like our RPG and our rocket launcher, so everything should go according to plan. Just spam as much things as possible. We sadly get hit by the laser. Actually, it doesn't really matter because we are still under 20% damage. Ooh, we get sucked up in the thing, in the black hole. What? That's crazy. So right now we're just trying to hit him, but he's at a difficult place because he can protect himself with his bullets. And now we're just going in all melee, and we get him. So another boss defeated. Nice. So after this boss, of course, Mr. Dakon will appear. Very good, just like Galeen. They're just darkness for the Dark Realm, of course. I don't know why I'm explaining this, but okay. So one thing that is really interesting is who are these characters? And of course, I played this like a couple of days ago, and now I'm doing the voiceover, so I have watched MadPat's episode on the ending, so I will explain parts of what I think is going on, and with the help of MadPat, his theory as well. So I will leave it in the description as well, the theory, just to make sure that you understand everything, because he is just way better at explaining things than I am. So I will just make up my own theory as well, and just with the help of him, but it will be mostly influenced by him. So Darken has appeared in the center, and now we need to fight him. Yeah. So at this moment in time, I think like this is the final boss maybe now. Second final boss. But once you know Smash, no. When you think it's the final boss, it's not the final boss. So Mr. Darken appears with his dark eye, and here we go. So who is Darken and who is Gleam? It's just like darkness and light. So there can be darkness without light, right? And vice versa. So the battle isn't too hard, yeah, because very easy. I don't know why I keep bringing it up, but okay. It was actually quite fun to play on very easy. It was not really satisfying though, because there wasn't really a challenge. But it was fun to actually complete the story, because otherwise I have no clue how long it would have taken me to defeat actually this whole story game, I guess, because it's massive. So probably just play on normal, because it's recommended and it's the most fair. So yeah. After we beat Mr. Darken, some interesting scene will happen. Just wait for it. Me gonna. No. So he's defeated, and there will be something special going on, like more voids. Interesting. So once we jump into the void, or I am not sure if we just fall in it. So there is a light going into the void as well. And we will jump into it now. And then we finally enter the final boss scene. So this wasn't the final boss. You think, no, we got the final boss. You're wrong. You're definitely wrong. So Gleam and Mr. Darken are shooting. So why are they shooting? It's like, this doesn't make any sense, right? So of course the characters come, and Darken and Gleam look at them, but they don't care for some reason, and the characters are just there. So why? So why are they over there? That's just one question you might think, because it's quite odd. So at this moment we see the final battle scene. So from at the left side you see Darken and a Crazy Hand. On the right side you see Gleam and just Monster Hand. If I go over here, no, apparently I'm not going to show him. So of course after a lot of playing, like you can see, either Gleam or Darken will get stronger, and the things will shift, like, or darkness or light. So of course now I'm gonna show the battles with the Crazy Hands, because those are quite interesting. And in case you are wondering, so what Crazy Hand and Master Hand are representing, so if MadPat is correct, it says like Master Hand is and Crazy Hand are both of theorize. He's the creator of Smash. So Master Hand is the creative power that creates the whole universe, and Crazy Hand is like his counterpart. It represents like destroying his creations, being all, I guess, angry with how things turn out, because Sakurai has a history with creating these games that he either it's like he is dedicated to make these games, but it's like really difficult for him at the same time. So before we continue with that story, let's see how we can defeat Darken. It will unlock a new ending. So Mr. Darken is just spinning in circles, and yeah. So please, can we get him? Yeah, no, we stab him, and yokes, spin, maybe? Okay, he's under 50% health, so now he's angry. He does waves now, apparently. It's like, the difficulty has increased. Nice. Still at 9% damage, so that's quite cool. So the eyeball falls down, and we can smack it now with full power. Nice. And he's been defeated, so this will unlock a new ending. Very cool. So once Darkness is defeated, he will go down, and every crazy hand will go down as well. So Galeem will attack Mr. Darken as well, will pierce him through, destroy him, absolutely demolishing him. And what's gonna happen? So there are holes in Darken now, so he's defeated. There is no way he can come back. But at the same time, Galeem just goes like, now he's defeated. Now the whole world will be in light. So at first you think, this is the good ending, right? But everything got consumed by light. So what does this mean, you might think? The whole universe is getting into the light. Or gets consumed by light. So at this moment in time, I don't think I've included in the video, but you will just restart back at your save file. So then I'm just confused. So why is this a bad ending? So I think, yeah, let's continue and fight or see what if Darken defeats Galeem, if that does anything else. So now we are trying to get Sakurai's Master Hand. Try to defeat him. So yeah, very interesting. So he created the game but still has frustrations. So maybe while we're at it, so if I follow MadPat, so both Galeem and Darken represent parts of like the community. For example, Galeem represents like Nintendo. They are like the creating force and have an army of master hands, like the creators that create this whole universe. And yeah, they just are also when you're in a big company, you give all your dedication to creating this game, but it sucks the life out of you. So that's why they are like the light, but also at the same time they're just crunching up or sucking all those people their lives out or something. I know it's maybe a bit confusing, or I've explained it a little bit confusing, so I definitely recommend watching his video to make it more clear, because to be honest, I'm not a great person at trying to make these things. So we defeat Master Hand, like the creator force, at the one side, like Nintendo, so he's the light, they create the universe and so on. And at the other side we have like Darken, that is like the toxic fan base, just fans that think, oh, the characters are ours, just like Nintendo thinks the characters are ours. That's why they are in the middle of everything. They don't have any control. They are just, I guess, things we want them to be. Like the fans want this character in Smash, or they are not happy with this, so they represent Darken, all the negativity, and that's why you see in the final or actually in the battle scene, just Nintendo and I guess the toxic fan base fighting against each other, just to say like the characters are ours. We like to create them, these games, so, or crunch them up. I don't know. At this moment in time, it's just very difficult to explain for me. So sorry if I'm doing a poor job, but I'm trying my hardest. So right now, Gleam is like, yeah, we're doing the Gleam fight, and once he's beaten, you will get, of course, another ending. Right now, you can already guess it's not going to be a pretty one, as well. So the first ending was like Nintendo, yeah, they beat the toxic fan base, so now they can do everything, and everything gets consumed in light. So that means they say, no, fans, you're not gonna do anything, we have control now. So the characters are just there, yeah, I guess we're owned by you, and nothing else. So that's why the characters are powerless, they're just, I guess, what we think they are, but in reality they are just what we, I guess, it's just what we make them of. I'm just not making this any more clear, do I? So once Gleam is defeated, I guess the toxic fan base catches up, destroys everything. But one thing that is interesting to note is that they're not gonna destroy Gleam, they're just gonna chain him up. So that means, well, the fans are saying Nintendo is, or they take Nintendo hostage for their things. Even Mario dies, so it's like also a bad ending. So the fans demand, we need this character, and they don't have any, I guess, creativity left. Just they only need to do what the fans want, and they can't make like or do anything new. So that's also a bad ending. So now we fight the real crazy hands. The other two were just like something else, or at least in the power of Darken and Green. But once we free Mr. Crazy Hands, there will happen something interesting. I think already something interesting happens. Like they try to break the barrier. So if Sakurai is trying to say, like, with his battle to bring those two forces are like fighting together, so how can we solve this? If we let the toxic fans overrun the company, they just want their own thing, but if the company overruns everything else, yeah, it's just like, what's the point? Nintendo is gonna do anything, you're gonna buy their games anyway, so yeah, it's just a bad situation. So the hands come free of their control, so it's like Sakurai gets free from Nintendo's and the community's control, so they try to, I guess, split reality and open the gates. So at that moment in time, Master Hand is diving in, and this is another symbolic way to represent the games, I think. So sorry, I'm very sorry if I'm describing this very poorly, and just I'm not good at theorizing. I should probably scripted this, but to be honest, I want to finish this series as well, and these are just my thoughts. If you want a good explanation or just well scripted thing, I just will leave. I will leave his thing in just his video in the description. So right now we are defeating everything what the company wants these characters to be, or what the fans wants to be. They're just fake. We want just the original characters. So Sakurai is just like, no, these are all fake. These games that Nintendo just wants to remake, just, I don't know, cheap cash grabs, I don't know what to say, or the fans just saying like, the characters, they need to be this, all gone, just all these things. We just need those characters in their purest form, just what they are meant to be, not like what we, not like we want them to be, I don't know. So that's, I think, well, I'm with the help of Maddie Paddy, the help of what this is all about. So of course we need to destroy them all, so it's gonna take a while. We're just gonna go all over the place. So when I first recorded this, I saw the spikes in my recording program, and it was like, oh my god, can you even hear me? But since there isn't any sound anyway, this isn't a problem, so good for me, I guess. So yeah, this is just sad that Sakurai he puts a lot of effort into these games, and sometimes people just are not happy with it. Either it's like not the right character in the game, or Nintendo says you need to make another game because people will be really excited for it. That man never gets a break, does he? And he really needs a break. These games are brutal for him. Yes, that's absolutely something. So yeah, if you made it this far into the video, congratulations to you. Congratulations. I don't know if you understand anything of what I'm saying, but be free to leave your thoughts down in the comments down below. So we just need to defeat Link as the last one. It's quite ironic because I'm always playing as Link, and it's Light Link. So we defeat Light Link, and then they are gone. So I skipped some parts of the next battle because it's just going up to the sky and fighting the previous boss battles. So I wasn't really interesting to put it into the episode. But now that we have covered Light and Darkness, we can go on to the next scene. But I skipped it because I found it more interesting to directly go to the final boss. Instead of like, there is a middle scene in between where it just builds up I guess the attention, or just not the attention. Anyway, doesn't matter because this is really the final boss. Just, I guess, the fans and Nintendo fighting together. So the only way to get, I guess, the good ending is to fight them, or to defeat them both. And that's what we are gonna do. So right now Darken is getting smacked up very hard. Gleam is trying to help to defeat, I guess, toxic fanbase. But we also need to defeat Nintendo, otherwise they're just gonna crunch up more games with the characters. So anyway, if I'm not making a lot of sense, don't you worry fam, it happens a lot of time. So right now we're smashing Gleam like crazy, but Mr. Darken is like, why are we over here as well? So I'm trying to hit him, and they drop like two characters, Light and Darkness. They are fighting together and they explode. So then they are back. I'm gonna try to hit Gleam's power as low as possible, or do it as low as possible, and we're gonna jump up right now. I'm just trying to get Darken first, I think, because he's a little bit stronger, and then don't fall off. And I think I've defeated Darken. Oh, never mind, Gleam defeated Darken first. So now it's just time to defeat Gleam, if I can do it. So it's very dark for Mr. Darken. Mr. Gleam only be left. So we defeat them both, and now we see the true ending. So when you first watch this, you're probably confused or not satisfied with the ending, because if we see it just in a couple of minutes, it's like, wait for it, yeah, everything is like, oh no, we're defeated. They just fall into the ocean, both gleam and darken. They're just like, oh, I don't feel so good. But once they are defeated, their powers will spread over the world again, but this time it will be like in balance. So their power spread, and I'm not sure if it's over here, but I think it's over here now. So yeah, it's over here. So every spirit is free from their control, and they've returned to their purest form again. So they are not controlled by either the toxic fanbase or by Nintendo. They're just, I guess, free, and they are what they are meant to be in their purest form. So anyway, thank you all for watching this episode. If you like this content, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell button, and I see you all in the next episode. And watch MadPat's video, please.